Hey kids, this is the story of Noah and the great flood that flooded the entire earth. Now when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, the Lord saw how widespread man's wickedness had become on the earth. And he saw that everything they thought or imagined was always evil and violent. And the Lord was sorry that he had made man on the earth, and his heart was filled with grief. So the Lord said, I will destroy mankind, whom I have created from the face of the earth, men and animals and creatures that move along the ground and birds of the air, for I am grieved that I have made them. But Noah was different. He found grace in the eyes of the Lord. So Noah was a righteous man, the only blameless person living on earth at the time. And Noah walked with God. And when Noah was 500 years old, he had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. But the earth was depraved and was filled with violence. So God said to Noah, I have decided that all living creatures must die, for the earth is filled with violence because of them. Now I am about to destroy them and the earth. So build a large boat from cypress wood and waterproof it with tar inside and out. Then make rooms in it, and the boat will be 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. Leave an 18-inch window below the roof and put a door on the side, and build 3 decks inside the boat. And I am going to bring a flood of waters on the earth to destroy all life under the heavens, every creature that has the breath of life in it. Everything on earth will perish. But I will establish my covenant with you, and you will enter the boat with your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives. You are also to bring into the ark 2 of every living thing of all flesh, male and female, to keep it alive with you. You are to take every kind of food that is to be eaten and store it away as food for you and for them. So Noah did exactly everything as God had commanded him. Then the Lord said to Noah, Come into the ark, you and all your household, for I consider you godly among this generation. Take with you 7 of every kind of clean animal, a male and its mate, and 2 of every kind of unclean animal, a male and its mate, and also 7 of every kind of bird, male and female, to keep their various kinds alive throughout the earth. So Noah did everything as the Lord commanded him. And Noah was 600 years old when the flood waters engulfed the earth. And Noah and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives entered the ark to escape the flood of waters. So they entered the ark in pairs, male and female, just as God had commanded Noah, and then God shut the door. Now 7 days later, the waters came on the earth, and all the underground springs erupted, and all the windows of heaven were thrown open, and the rain fell on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. And for 40 days the flood waters grew deeper, covering the ground and lifting the boat high above the earth. Then the waters surged even higher on the earth, and all the high mountains under the whole sky were covered. And every living thing that moved on the earth perished. Birds, livestock, wild animals, all the creatures that swarm over the earth, and all mankind. But only Noah and those who were with him in the ark survived, and the flood waters covered the earth for 150 days. Now God remembered Noah and all the wild animals and the livestock that were with him in the ark, and he sent a wind over the earth, and the waters began to go down. The underground waters stopped flowing, and the torrential rains from the sky were stopped. The waters steadily went down from the earth. Then the ark came to rest on one of the mountains of Ararat. The water kept going down, and on the first day of the 10th month, the tops of the mountains appeared. Now after 40 days, Noah opened the window of the ark that he had made, and he sent out a raven, and it went back and forth until the waters had dried up from the earth. Then he sent out a dove to see whether the water on the earth's surface had gone down, but it couldn't even find a place to perch, because the waters still covered the earth. So it returned to Noah, and he reached out his hand and brought it back into the ark. And after waiting another 7 days, he sent out the dove again, and it returned to him in the evening with a fresh olive leaf in its beak. So Noah knew that the water had gone down. After he waited another 7 days, he sent out the dove again, but she did not return to him this time. So Noah was now 601 years old, and on the first day of the new year, 10.5 months after the flood began, the flood waters had dried up from the earth. So Noah removed the covering of the ark and saw that the surface of the ground was dry. Then God said to Noah, "Come out of the ark, you and your wife and your sons and their wives, and bring out every kind of living creature that is with you, the birds, the animals, and all the creatures that move along the ground, so that they can multiply on the earth and be fruitful and increase in number upon it." So Noah came out, and he built an altar to the Lord, and he took some of every kind of clean animal and every kind of clean bird and offered burnt offerings on the altar. When the Lord smelled the pleasing aroma, he said to himself, "I will never again curse the ground because of man, even though man's inclination is evil from his youth, and I will never again strike down every living thing as I have done. While the earth continues to exist, planting time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, and day and night will not cease." So God blessed Noah and his sons and said, "Multiply and fill the earth. And all of the animals of the earth I have given to you for food, just as I have given you grain and vegetables. The one thing you must not eat is meat with blood still in it. I forbid this because the life is in the blood. And anyone who murders a fellow human must die. If anyone takes a human life, that person's life will also be taken by human hands. For God made human beings in his own image." Then God told Noah and his sons, "Understand that I am confirming my covenant with you and your descendants after you, and with every living creature that is with you, birds, livestock, and all wildlife of the earth that are with you, all the animals of the earth that came out of the ark. Never again will all living things be destroyed by the waters of a flood." Then God said, "I am giving you a sign of my covenant with you and with all living creatures. I will place my rainbow in the clouds, and it will become a guarantee of the covenant between me and the earth. When I see the rainbow in the clouds, I will remember the eternal covenant between God and every living creature on earth." Now the sons of Noah who came out of the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and from them the whole earth was populated. Well, kids, we see in this story the anger of God against sin and evil and violence. But we also see his great kindness to mankind and his daily care.